Yo, 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 yo. Welcome, everybody, listeners, viewers, watchers, whatever you're doing to get access to the Culture Podcast. I'd like to welcome you today to a super special. If you've been listening, you've been paying attention, you know that I don't use that combination of words lightly. With super and special, you must know today's episode is definitely going to be something. I got my brother here. I'm not going to introduce him because that's against what we do at the culture. You know, we want you to introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying? So maybe just take the opportunity to introduce yourself and then we can do an icebreaker. Or should we do the icebreaker first? No, just introduce yourself. Introduce yourself, yeah.
Alright, what's up? My name is Thabang Ledwaba, also known as Bang Alpha. You know, depending on how you know me, where you know me from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I am a very versatile person. I do a lot of hustles, but I'll speak on the hustle that I'm here to speak on today, right?
Okay.
I do, I'm an artist manager. I represent artists. I also represent this lovely brand here. You know what I'm saying? Music Business Lab. Shout out to Music Business Lab. Representing the culture today as well.
Shout out.
You know. And I do appreciate the opportunity to be here.
No, it's great
You know,
to have you, dog. Like,
I always used to see these things there on the socials. I'm like, hey, but it would be nice to be there, you know. So today I'm here, dog.
yeah, the definition of one day is one day.
You know what I'm saying? It's gotta happen one day.
That day came.
Yeah.
I have to say it's great to have you here. It's great to have you representing Music Business Lab. Just to give a bit of background about how we know each other, we met in the lab, the Music Business
In the
Lab,
lab, bro.
You know, and I like to call that cap that you're wearing the thinking cap.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Nice.
So with that being said, I'm gonna take off that cap.
And you gonna put your thinking cap
Put
on.
on my thinking cap. Because today
Alright.
we're talking no cap.
No cap, bro. All facts. You know, we got the facts on.
no
All
cap.
facts, yeah.
But yeah, before we get carried away, you know, it's the
For
Culture Podcast.
For sure.
We've got a tradition, we've got a culture.
Alright.
So I gotta get the conversation nice and flowing with you by asking you to pick one of these cards, right?
Okay.
And one of these cards will have a scenario, and I'll read it to you. And you just need to tell me what you're gonna do.
Damn. These are cool cards, bro.
Hey man, it depends on the one you pick.
Great icebreakers.
Let me.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So
My bad.
It's okay. You are driving at night and you hit a dog. Do you stop and see that the dog gets veterinary attention?
Ooh. Oh, see. Okay. What's that thing called, the SPCA? If I don't answer right, they're gonna come for me. But what do I do? Damn. Even if I stop, who do I call first, bro? Who do I talk to first? You know?
So what? You don't stop? Hey,
I'll
this
stop and check.
This is the car that it died.
If it's okay, yeah. If it's okay. Then after that, I don't know what to do.
Okay.
But I'll stop and check. Like, oh snap.
Okay, you know what? This is the Culture Podcast. Fair is fair. We're not gonna judge. You know what I'm saying? That's your answer. It is what it is.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
Another one.
Alright. Oh, I can't look.
Your elderly. This one, I've gotten it a number of times here.
Alright. Let me go here.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
You and your mate expect loyalty and honesty from one another. One night out of town, you have a fling. Do you tell?
Yeah, that's my brother. I gotta tell him that I slipped, you know? I got caught like.
I don't think it's your mate as in your bro. Your mate is in your romantic partner.
Oh, that I cheated. With
One
someone-
night out of town, you have a fling.
Hey.
Do you tell?
Yeah, you tell. Because you're gonna find out anyway.
Yeah.
You know, like these things just always have a way of coming out.
Yeah.
So you tell it as it is. I think it's even better if you tell it so she won't get as mad than if she found out somewhere else.
Hey, you
And you
cracking
didn't
me
tell
up.
her.
Yeah. Alright, alright. Alright, how do
Were
you
you
feel?
more impressed with that answer, bro?
Man, it's not about impressing me. It's just about opening the chat. You get what I'm
Nah, I
saying?
feel you, I feel you.
Just to get the conversation going.
Ah.
So, Thabang, aka Bang Alpha, it's good to have you here. Welcome to the Culture Podcast. I want to find out from you, dog. Like,
Yeah.
someone was asking you earlier, oh, what do you do? They were seeing the branding, like, oh, music business lab, what? And then, you gave an explanation. You're an artist manager, etc., etc. Like, where does that part of your journey in your life begin? Let's start there.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
taking it back.
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah.
Alright. My journey began when I was very young, bro. I think I was like, straight after high school, bro. 18. Began there with a bunch of friends who love music, and we wanted to curate our own sound, And we had gents who are artists, like they really do this artist thing. We had gents who are more on the business side of things, right? Including myself. And when we came together, we made something happen. We pushed our first single, and that's where it began.
Okay.
Right? And it was just like, at that time, I didn't know that it would be like artist management. I didn't even know about something called artist management. You know what I'm saying? So it was
You just wanted to see something happen.
yeah, it was
The
just a thing
vision
of like,
executed.
Yeah, what's the plan? Let's do it. What's
You
the
do
plan?
this, you do this, you do
Yeah,
this.
basically, an artist manager is like that. Like you come up with a plan with the artist, and you execute. You find ways to execute that.
So how did you find what role would best suit you in that arrangement? Because you said it was a group of people who came together, right? What role did you take up, and like how did you find that role? And are you still in some way fulfilling that role today?
Oh no, for sure. So like I said, it was a group of us. So there was another gentleman. We go way back. And I started this thing with him. His name is Ledwaba. That guy, bro, one of the greatest minds that I've encountered. One of the greatest minds. And from a young age, because we went to high school together, I started becoming my friend in grade 9. And all the time, all he ever did was execute. Like, this kid
sounds like a real
grade
nigga.
9, bro. Like, that guy just started driving early, like grade 9, right? There'll be a time this guy would come fetch me. We're in grade 9, we're in a car, going somewhere to buy chips or whatever. But the man was always like an executor, And he kind of led that in the beginning, like, gents, what do we need to do? We tell him, no, we need to do this and that. Okay, cool. And you'd always find ways to do it. I learned from that. And I tried it myself as well. And it just worked. And it still works. So that's where it's inspired from, from the gents.
So you're just a guy who just gets shit done.
Bro, that's
You
all I aspire
specialize
to,
in
bro.
getting shit done.
That's all I aspire to, dog. Like, what are we doing? How can we do it? Let's do it, bro.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think
know what I'm saying?
every artist needs someone like that on their
sure.
side.
For sure.
All right. So like, how many years now have you been in the game? And like, what have you learned about the I would say it's an underrated trade to be an artist manager. So since that first time you tried it, you're still doing it now. I'm sure the passion is even more burning, even more inside of you. Like, how long has it been now, and what do you think now about the general practice of being an artist manager?
It's a very good question, bro. Or questions, rather. I've been doing this for like 7 years now, right? And second question you said is, please repeat it, sorry. You said
What do you think about the practice?
About
of
the
being
practice
an artist
generally right
manager?
now.
Yeah.
I think the practice is more known now, or it's more common. Like everyone knows that if you're an artist, you need a manager. And so it's more of a topic now, artist management, I think there's a great future in artist management, especially if we can get our theories right. Hence why we went to music business lab, and we came out so confident, bro.
For sure.
Because
For sure.
understood what an artist manager is, what a promoter is, or whatever the case may be. Right? And so I think the more we understand what artist management is, people can make solid careers out of
For
it.
sure.
I mean, look at America. Like our hip hop industry is based on around Americans, the model of Americans. Just that Americans, I think they're intense, and that's why it works harder.
Yeah. It's the land of the free, dog.
It's the land of the free.
It's the land of the free.
These guys go hard, bro.
The president of the United States is called the leader of the free world, and that's based on the concept of free trade, right? Plus, the American dream is to be financially free.
Fact.
That's part of the American dream. That's why that fucking economy is going
crazy,
the way it's going, because
It's crazy.
niggas are out there coming up with ideas.
For sure. And look, granted, it's been going on for like 100 years now, right?
Yeah.
At the music industry is fairly new. I don't know, like maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago it started, But I think the more we learn what artist management is and how to do it and why we're doing it, I think it'll be great.
So let me ask you a question. Who would you say is your icon, maybe example, role model in the artist management space, if you have one? And it is okay to say yourself.
Yeah, but besides myself, I base the skill of an artist manager on the artist, the success of the artist's career. So obviously, whoever's managing Drake, is doing a great job. Whoever managing, these big stars. Whoever's managing Tyler.
Okay. Can you please grab the interface for me there, dog? Sorry.
Yeah, all good. Whoever's managing Tyler, who's ever managing these artists and their business is going well for them. I think that's who I aspire to be like, but not one specific person. Like I want to be Scooter Braun or whatever. Nah.
Yeah.
But just in general.
But can you name some artist managers here in SA that maybe you're inspired by? What I'm trying to really highlight, maybe we can take some time to think about it, right, is shouldn't we know more artist managers? We know so many artists, you get what I'm saying? And like we're in the music business, you wake me up anytime in the middle of the night, I'll tell you why Steve Jobs is my role model as an entrepreneur. That's because I've studied Steve Jobs. So I feel like, even us, bro, like we should have those people who have a track record, a successful track record at doing this that we don't necessarily copy, but we definitely inspired. But like for me, bro, Dame Dash, dog. Dame Dash.
That's the OG, for real.
I love Dame Dash.
For real.
He's a crazy motherfucker, but I love him.
No, he came up nice, eh?
Yeah.
He came up nice. What they did with Jay-Z's career, amazing.
Yeah.
It's just also, he kind of lost the plot. That's what messed him up.
Why do you say that? That's an interesting...
The money was coming in, the guys were getting power and respect. To some people, that goes to their heads. To some people, they know how to keep it humble and keep it pushing, like your boy Jay-Z. How did I say your boy? Like
I think Dame Dash should be very disappointed to hear this conversation.
But it's true. I'm sorry, Dame Dash. I don't think he's gonna see this, but it's true.
Dame might be touched. But anyway, what I'm just trying to say is that, like even like that book that we exchanged. Russell Simmons.
Book, yeah.
I heard about Birdman from that book.
Yeah.
You got onto Birdman.
Birdman, yeah. Birdman's an OG, bro.
That's what I mean.
One of the best deals from UMG.
That's what I mean, dog.
For sure.
And like when you go in and you study Birdman, you understand. He's a street nigga, but he's a street nigga who came in and he stood on business, and that's why he was the first label owner in the history of record labels to have a billion stream plaque.
No, makes sense, bro.
You understand what I mean?
Makes sense.
And you go further and you study Birdman and you understand that his whole model was not to tell an artist how to be, but to give an artist a room to be who they want to be, and
Facts.
then just help them to make money out of it.
Facts.
And we have Lil Wayne, we have Nicki Minaj, and we have Drake. Do you understand? So yeah, bro, I feel like, say, I just named two of my icons, man. Yeah.
Nah, you've named OG guys.
But what about locally? I'll have to think about locally.
What's that guy's name? Is it called Bridget T or something? Casper's manager.
I don't know him, but I've heard of him.
Yeah, I don't mean to disrespect him by not knowing his proper name, but he's good. I just recently got put on to him, so that's why I'm not really familiar with him, but he's dope. Well, the OG, Nanama-san.
Yeah, I was actually about to name drop
You
her.
know someone, bro. What are you talking
I was
about?
about to name drop her.
Yeah.
But I was actually gonna make a case and say that we should do case studies on like people in the game who are moving their artists in a way that is inspirational.
Facts.
You understand that? I feel like that's the best way to learn, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, and this trade, I figure, is always coming with new fucking tricks. You know, I don't know if you know that artist, 4 Bets.
Yeah, 4 beds.
Let me ask you, what do you think about the concept of industry plant? From an artist manager perspective, because we normally hear about industry plants from an artist perspective, and they're like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
But like now, it's your artist.
Yeah.
He's being told, hey, look, man, sign on. We'll put you in all the right places. We'll do everything. Because that is essentially an industry plant, right?
For sure. But I feel like, every artist is an industry plant, bro.
Every artist isn't. Yeah.
And it's up to the artist what fruits they're gonna bear. Because every industry
That's a
artist
good
is
view.
given $1 million. They're given a couple of big endorsements and just for the branding and the look, right? But if you can't capitalize that as the manager and the artist and the team, you're just another failed industry plant. But think about
A
it.
dying industry plant.
You know what I'm saying? Boy, J. Cole, they were industry plants, and they rose out of that, and
Yeah.
they became artists.
Yeah. They became fertile ground for other
became trees.
industry plants to be planted in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They became a model, like, just follow this model for the next guy.
Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. So you don't believe there's any bad connotation towards.
No, there's not. That's what the music business is run by, Because imagine if you didn't make that guy an industry plant, would you have known? Look at Jack Harlow.
Yeah,
For a white boy, he came up pretty good.
Yeah.
He capitalized well as well.
Yeah.
But he was an industry plant as well.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, all right. So like, let me ask you also. I know this is going to sound like a general question, right? An overview question, but what do you think about like the music business in general in 2024? But let me zone in a little bit more on what I mean. Okay, I think Stan wants his drink.
Oh, Stan, here you go, brother. Enjoy.
Let's say you have artists that are looking to break into the game, right? And this is the Culture Podcast. We're students of the game, all of us. Even as artist managers, you can't know everything. So I'm humbled to call myself a student of the game.
Sure.
But how does an artist become successful in 2024?
Bro.
Would you say there's a recipe? Is there a formula?
As you mentioned, bro, we are students of the game. Myself included. I'm a student. So I don't know everything, but I'll tell you what I know, right? I feel like artists must just really have a good work ethic, number one. Like, that's important. And utilize, your social medias and the fact that you can drop music every week. Consistency and quantity, I think, is a good combination.
Yeah.
Like, if you're consistently
Quality
doing
and quantity.
quality, we can debates, you know, in the beginning stages. Like sometimes in the beginning you just need to show your skills. Like, but then when you need to show your artistic, creative skills, then that's when, you know, you have your labels who come on board and stuff like that. And then you have the resources to do that. But in the beginning, quantity and consistency, I think is a great combination. I don't know if you agree, you know?
I think that's like a perfect answer actually, because what you're saying is that work hard, but while you're working hard, work smart.
For sure.
Know what you're doing with your output. You know, like a lot of people, bro, you'll be surprised. But let me ask you, because you might surprise me and I might be a little disappointed.
Okay.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
But for your artists, do you study their analytics on Spotify for artists, Apple for artists? But are you aware that artists themselves don't even know that they're spending so much time trying to get their streams up for people to listen to their shit, but they don't open that app and look and see, oh shit, man, my music is jumping in Pretoria.
Sure.
I'm getting 232 plays in Centurion.
For sure.
Because it gives you that data. And you're not converting that into marketing information. So like that's what I think like artists sometimes struggle with. So I want to ask, like, do you use that as a resource, as a tool for your artists, or how do you use that data? Do you use it?
No, for sure. I do use it. Like what you're saying, for marketing purposes, you know, who do we market to? Where do we host shows? Like, okay, if we host a show here, you know, how good would that be? How viable would that be? We do that. And I'm lucky because I get like emails every week or every month about the gents plays, you know, and all that, what is done this week, when was the best week. I get emails. So I just, you know, even though I open them, like scroll quickly and just...
And all you gotta do is just read through it.
Just read through it.
And if you put enough effort, energy into that direction that the data is giving you, there's no way you're not gonna succeed, bro.
For sure.
So I think artists, let me ask you a question. What's the hardest part about artist management, would you say? I would say it's working with artists.
Okay. I wanted to say that too. You know what I'm saying? But
That's actually
I'm glad you said it first.
because an artist will be...
No, for sure. I'm sure they would feel the same way about us. Like, it's the artist manager.
But I don't like that, right? Because you go anywhere else in any other job, guess what? You've got a manager.
For sure.
So, like, why are you upset that in this career you've chosen for yourself, someone is gonna hold you accountable?
For sure.
That's because you're an artist.
Yeah.
You think you got all the time in the world to drop the album that the streets have been waiting for.
Yeah. Like Kendrick Lamar, he hasn't dropped a diss track for 4 years. He's still waiting for that diss track.
Can we talk about that as music business people? Is beef a trend right now in music business? I said, let me bring it in like this.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've got the Culture Artist WhatsApp group, right? So we got a battle on the 29th of May. We're looking for hyenas. If you're a hyena freestyle rap battler, pull up to Culture Sundays, register. We got a rap battle. So we've been recruiting. So someone joins the group and he sees I'm the admin in the group.
Okay.
It's like, oh, who's Uno? And I'm like, yo, it's me. It's like, can I diss you? Bro, before he even gives me a chance to respond, he drops a 2-minute voice note diss track.
What? That's crazy. This guy was waiting for you, bro.
This is that Kendrick effect.
Yes, like it.
So do you think beef is a trend? Also, we've also seen it start to unravel here locally with the likes of Luna Florentino using that beef trend to attack Zinga. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? Are you observing it as a trend?
I think it's a trend right now. And it's great because in hip hop, right, we haven't had beef for a while. You know, everyone has been kind of like kumbaya, You know, let's sing songs around the fire together.
They be on their J. Cole.
You know, they be on their J. Cole, bro. They be apologizing. They be hugging each other too much. Complimenting each other too much. Like, no, don't tell this guy your house is bigger than his. You know, tell him my house is bigger than yours, nigga.
Yeah, that's what
My house
Ross
is bigger
and
than yours.
Drake are beefing about.
And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's competition. That's the spirit of hip hop. But I think it's a trend right now. It'll be dope to have like a proper trend also running here in South Africa. Like Casper's beefing with Focalistic, and they make it a thing. You know, at some extent, bro. I think that J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick beef. I think it's being curated, bro. I don't know. It's just too. It's well marketed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it's well monetized as well. So I don't know. I could be tripping.
Yeah, well, Drake now
You know?
had to take down that song that he's.
Yeah, he took it down.
Yeah, because.
But it's
it was-
never gonna go down.
Yeah, that's the internet. The internet
Yeah,
never forgets.
it's got it.
It's just that the monetization opportunity is gone, though.
I don't think it's ever gonna monetize that.
Yeah.
No.
Who knows? But yeah, I get
I
what
don't
you're
think
saying,
it-
man.
I don't
I
think
get
it
what
was
you're
gonna-
saying. It's like, but that's this is why I love Dame Dash, right? Because he talks about that. He says like, ever since hip hop became as commercial as it's proven to become now, corporations are using the backgrounds of young black men as a means to fuel sales by curating, not just curating, cultivating, meaning creating, and then making sure it grows in a particular way. Violence and disagreements amongst black people in this industry, you know. And like when I look at it like that, right? You know, now I'm getting on my kumbaya shit.
Nah, preach, my brother. Talk your talk, my brother.
Forgive me, right? Like, bro, when I think about the principles of hip hop, right? There's nowhere in the principles of hip hop that says this thing is for competition.
Okay,
Business is competition.
for sure.
So maybe when hip hop became business, it became competition. But you can't tell me that this shit is about competition. The fundamental principle of hip hop is knowledge of self. And that's why I commend J. Cole. Because he's like, I couldn't live with this shit.
For sure.
So I'm apologizing. Fuck anybody else who's not feeling, you know, me apologizing. I gotta do it for me. To me, that's the most hip-hop thing that has ever happened in hip-hop.
For sure.
Late, that moment,
For sure.
right? But, this competitive sport thing,
And look, bro, you make a very valid point. You know, when you put it that way, I respect J. Cole as well. When you put it the way you put it.
yeah,
You know, even he came as a real person as well.
yeah.
He let go of his ego, you know, his macho thing that we have in hip hop. And he was like, nah, I was wrong. He never really said, I'm sorry, Kendrick Lamar, you know? Alright, my bad. But yeah, I appreciate what he did as well from a human perspective. And as an artist, it's also good. But like you said, hip hop is competitive. It's a business. Business-wise, it wasn't a smart move. Because he even said it after he dropped this tape,
Might delete later.
where it was still like hitting, bro, you know? But now after he apologized and the narrative of the social was just like, it doesn't slap the same anymore.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, I welcome it and I receive it, dog. I'm not mad about anything. You know, I welcome it. What I don't condone, though, in the beef trend is acting like you're too big for the beef, which is, you know, I'm commenting as a commentator. I don't know these people. You know, I hope they don't take it personally when they hear it.
Yeah, they see this.
You know, I just feel like, for example, in the case of Luna versus Zinga, you know,
Bro, maybe you can just briefly explain to me what's happening.
so basically, Luna Florentino is a rapper, local. from out there in Rustenburg, and he's like, yo, I didn't really enjoy the writing on Drake's diss track to Kendrick. That was his tweet. And this guy replies on Twitter, it's like, it's not like your pen game is that crazy.
Zinger.
Yeah. And then this guy is like, nigga, what? 3 hours diss track. He cooked him.
Who?
Luna, yeah.
He dropped this track.
Yeah. And you know what Zinger did?
Yeah.
Zinger did a podcast.
Zinger, come on.
He did a podcast and he spoke about how above responding he is because he's a retired rapper. But he's responding in the podcast.
Dog. No, Zinger, you can't go out like. First, it was a Twitter thing.
He should have just J. Called it and apologized. Like, hey, man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
Zinger will never apologize, but he still caught an L. He still caught an L, my brother.
Yeah.
You know who I've got beef with? Me particularly. It's KO, bro.
Tell me why.
Yeah, I got beef, and I hope he sees this, because he needs to see this.
Are you going to go into the studio for it?
I will go, bro. I'll pen. I'm not going to go the singing route. If he drops a diss track, I'm dropping the diss track back, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You and Black Jew management.
Yeah, my whole team. I'll bring the squad. I'm not a rapper, so I'm going to bring the squad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my beef with KO is that, did you see that that clip when they were like, when they were asking for his advice, like give the youth out there advice about music.
On the sobering.
Yeah, and he's like, guys, just stop doing music, what. I'm like, dog,
Yo.
give up on that dream and what.
The day you do that diss
I was
track,
disappointed.
hit me up. I'm jumping on.
I was disappointed, bro.
Yeah, that is.
I was like, nah, bruh. KO, that nigga, he's the very same person who pushed throughout his career. If you see his career,
But I also respect KO, man. Like KO, bro, he tried twice
exactly
to put people on. You know, he did it with, he came through with Tear Gas, then he did it with Cash Time Fam, then he did it again with Skanda World. And I can understand that he's worn out. And he's talking from maybe also as an entrepreneur, saying like, you know what, guys, it's hard for me. And I'm trying to use my shine to put other people on. But even me, the biggest fucking artist in the country, can't make it pop so hard that everyone eats around me. That's how I interpret that.
But also, that's the way of the artist.
Yeah.
An artist hiring another artist.
Yeah.
That artist obviously wishes you well.
Yeah.
But they don't want you to be bigger than them.
Yeah.
Not want you to be bigger than them. That's a heavy statement.
You think so?
But subconsciously, it's like you as an artist, you'll put yourself first. If they
So
came
what
to KO,
are you
like,
suggesting? Are you suggesting sabotage?
No. KO should have just got hired business people to handle his business. And then he handles what he does. He would have been fine. He wouldn't be so worn out.
Yeah.
But you don't go on a podcast and you tell South African youth, bro, if this music thing hasn't worked for you now, give it up. And everyone's time is relative.
But also like you know I get what you're saying.
And look, I understand where it's coming from. Maybe the guys who are like just doing this as a hobby, like maybe I might just blow up. You know what I'm saying? Then that's fine. Give it up because you're just wasting people's time. But if you're serious about this thing, bro, and you're telling me to give up, and I've been going for 5 years and it hasn't been working, and you give up, what if you were the next Drake from South Africa? And this nigga KO told you to give up.
But if you really are the next Drake from South Africa, KO telling you to give up shouldn't affect you.
Yeah. I hope that guy didn't give up.
Yeah, I feel like a real artist won't give up no matter who.
Sure.
You know, because like you can't put some people do, you know, when I listen to artists like Lil Yachty tell their story and say, I told my parents that I'm only gonna need 1 year, just give me 1 year off for school and I'll make this shit pop, and he hasn't looked back. That kind of a timeline I understand. But if you're like living a life, dog, and like going with the flow, maybe you got a job on the side or you're studying on the side, you really can't be looking at your watch and saying, oh my God, I haven't popped. Oh my God, I haven't. You know, it's like, bro, you know, you have to have like a level of perseverance.
You're right.
You get what I'm saying?
And faith.
And really, to tell you the truth, you can't pop off in a year.
No, you
So
can't.
if you haven't popped off in a year, guess what? Guess who's responsible?
You, nigga.
Lil Yachty could do it. We all have the same 24 hours. I know people hate that quote. But Leonardo da Vinci became Leonardo da Vinci with the same 24 hours we had.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like work ethic, and this is another thing I want to tie in, right? Like, what do you think about the concept of an artist or the idea of an artist having a job or being employed? Do you think that's something that they should consider, or an artist should just be focused on making the art?
That's powerful, bro. That question goes for anybody and everybody as well.
Yeah.
But specifically
Broad.
to artists, yeah, it's broad. Specifically to artists, my advice would be do that loyalty thing if you can, if it's allowed. You know, obviously everyone's circumstances are different. Do that loyalty thing. If it doesn't work in that year, definitely get a job or something. You know, because you can't be dependent on your parents or your grandparents or for so long, especially after you've like graduated and stuff, right? But take that year, explore. You know, and if the next year it hasn't popped, but you still like the way you're going, do it again.
Yeah.
And again and again.
Yeah.
You know.
But the reason why artists hate being held accountable is because they don't learn discipline. You understand? And that's why I think that, yeah, take a year off, but learn some of these things. Go out
But
there.
you know, sorry to cut you off. What artists should really be doing throughout South Africa, they should be going to varsity and completing like a degree.
Yeah.
Type of art.
Because what that does is give them discipline.
Discipline.
But
You learn
but
discipline.
you know, completing a degree is a bit difficult because you need to have the funds, right? A job, bro, a job will teach you work ethic. A job is good enough, and they'll
For
even
sure.
reward you for working.
For sure.
You understand? So I feel like, you know, this thing of I'm an artist, I can't do a job. I hate to say it, but that's
Yeah.
probably why you're struggling.
No, for sure.
Because you're actually missing the key components that are required to make you successful.
sure.
Which is 1, discipline; 2, work ethic; 3, determination. You know what I'm saying? So, especially in this economy, man, because what it does to you is that you start to become bitter. Remember, as managers, we have to deal a lot with the psyche of an artist. You ask yourself why this motherfucker is bitter. He's bitter because he's spending his whole day at home not doing shit because he believes that the life of an artist must never be to have a job. Why? Do you want money?
Yeah, and who's supposed to give you that money?
You know, and it's like, okay, fine. You'll never learn to look at your artistry as a job because you've never had a job.
Ooh. Okay. Now I hear that. You're right.
That's something that to me is important. Get anything. You don't have to love it, right? Teach yourself. Separate time and say, okay, fine. If I'm working, that's a fucked up job. Worst case scenario, 10 hours, 7 to 5, right? Make 1 hour a day to focus on doing what you need to do. At the end of the week, whether it's a 5-day week, 7-day week, you got 7 hours worth of shit that you've done.
Damn.
You know what artists do? They complain, I don't have time. Oh, I'm so tired. Bro, come on. Don't.
But they be chilling.
I'm the worst one to have that conversation with because I worked 10 years in the construction industry and I'm still an artist today.
Sheesh. That's powerful.
You understand? So
For
there's
sure.
no excuse. I was in the trenches, bro, overall.
Yeah.
And all of that.
Thugging it out.
I was out there, dog.
I feel you.
And I came up, and when it was out of time for work was done, a nigga was a nigga, and pen and pad.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So,
For
like, but through having that job, I learned discipline. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make. Any job will help, bro.
No, you're right.
It matters.
You're right, bro. It's either a job or education. You choose.
Especially in an
But you have
economy
to
like
be in a
this.
structure. You have to learn structure. And to learn that, you need to be in
And
structure.
because that's how you become a professional.
For sure.
Yeah, even though you can be a professional artist, dog. You know a professional artist, dog.
Yeah.
A professional artist respects themselves when they pull up.
You're right.
You can see a professional artist when they
You're
pull
right.
up. They don't even do
Too
mic
much.
check themselves. Someone is there to
Mic
do
check.
the mic check.
Yo, I'm gonna do that for the artists I represent.
Yeah.
So they look like.
Yeah, you
Come here,
have
mic
to,
check,
dog.
mic check.
You have to.
This guy
You
came
have
with a
to.
person just to mic
Then
check.
you have to tell them, no, lower it by a few
But yo,
decibels.
What you're saying, right? I actually had the privilege in my life to speak to David Klale.
Okay, fine.
Right, yeah, my mom was making a dress by him. So, fortunately, I got to speak to him. And I asked him, I'm like, and this is the time I was about to complete varsity. my last year, and I'm like, yo, do you think I should do a business first or get a job first? You know, because I'm passionate about my business. Well, I sold my business, and I asked him, what do you think? And he's like, I would say go get a job in an organization for 2 years. Don't go more than 2 years. After that 2 years, escape if you can and do what you need to do. That was his advice.
That's good advice.
And I did that.
Yeah. One piece of advice I got as well was like some homie told me, he's like, you haven't lived a life if you haven't worked at least 6 different jobs.
Damn. Yo, who's that guy, Jack Ma? Didn't he feel like he had 23 things, bro? Like 23
There's
companies,
another
businesses?
Chinese entrepreneur who spent his entire, since a certain age, every day he made it a point to write down one business idea. Imagine that, bro. Imagine writing down one business idea a day.
Damn, that's proper.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the guy who ended up with Zoom. It's a Chinese dude. Something I like to say is that freedom comes with responsibility. Part of being free is being responsible. You can't be free and not responsible.
Nah, for real, bro.
Yeah,
now you preaching, my nigga. Nah, you preach. I hear that. No, for sure.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, because we're on our way to wrapping up our conversation, and you're an artist manager, and I'm sure they'll be so upset with you if you didn't take the opportunity to plug them a bit.
Okay.
So, as an artist manager, please tell us a bit about the artists that you manage and maybe a few plans that you have for them.
Alright. Okay, cool. So I manage a young, talented hip-hop artist by the name of Kimboy Genius. I've been with Kimboy for like 4 years now, contractually. 4 years, but I've known him his whole life. Well, not his whole life, but part of his life, right?
His creative life.
His creative life.
Yeah.
Ever since he came into creativity, right? So that's been 4 years. That's been going up and down. You see, he's the longest artist that I've been around, and so I've really went through all the seasons, So, but now he's coming up. He's working on a tape. I won't say when it's gonna drop or anything like that, but he's working on a tape. And yeah, we're just gonna have fun with how we're gonna roll that out, right? Then I work with another gentleman called Brendan Ora. He's more of a singer, indie vibes, indie vibes as well, right? Great singer, bro. Great voice.
Yeah, Brendan Ora is
aesthetics, bro. He plays live instruments. He's a hardworking artist as well, like Kimboy as well. And I'm blessed, bro, that the artists that I represent, they're all hardworking, bro, and responsible. So shout out to Brandon.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. So we might just do an Indigo 4 in June, and we might just collaborate with the Culture.
For sure. For sure. Definitely
hopefully that happens.
Definitely do that.
And then the last amazing female artist that I've recently just took on this partnership with, Noma Temba. I'm a piano vocalist, artist, performer, new in the game, but her music
Is she
is
the one
amazing.
that was doing the splits that day?
Nah.
Okay.
That honey is also special, bro.
And it's not anything other than a performance.
Yeah.
She was doing the splits during a performance on stage.
Bro, and she caught everyone off guard.
Yeah.
If you saw how she started, she first started by
Commanding their attention.
everybody. Like, stand up, come closer.
Respect me when I'm on stage.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh my God.
Niggas are still talking. She shut everyone up. Like, you will respect me before I start. And everybody was like, okay, all right, so let's go down. She started with a motivational thing.
Yeah.
And then boom, she just broke out into like some music. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
What's happening?
She accessed her inner Makazi.
And then she just did a split out of nowhere. I was like, damn. It's over, bro. She shut this thing down. But
Okay, cool. So
yeah, Noma Temba, I'm a piano vocalist.
but she was there on the day.
She was there.
I think I do remember.
She had one of the best performances, I think. She's also about to drop music. She's about to come out as an artist, So we're gonna have fun with that one as well too. So far, that's it. You know, that's it.
Okay, cool, man. You want to give us their handles?
Okay, if I can remember them.
You can remember? Okay, cool. Maybe that's too much to ask.
But maybe they could just go to Black Jew Entertainment.
Yeah.
Black Jew _ entertainment. Or management, sorry. _ management. And you'll find them there. You'll find their handles there.
Okay, cool. Black Jew. Yeah, we're gonna put it here. We're gonna definitely put the handle.
Wait, where is it, bro? Right here.
Yeah, on the YouTube.
Oh, down here.
Yeah.
Down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to know also, like, what are some of the challenges you faced as an artist manager, and how did you overcome them? How are you overcoming them?
Damn.
Are you overcoming them?
Man, I'm overcoming them, bro. I feel like you ain't living if you ain't overcoming nothing, bro.
Facts.
Okay. This guy's pretty good. He's like coming out your vibe.
Artist man, you want to offer me a deal?
Just caught my attention. But anyway, okay, sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought.
What are some
But
of
my
the challenges?
Yeah, 100%. Currently, I'm going through one. I'll speak about what I'm going through now. There's this producer that we commissioned to make Kimboy Genius tape, right? And this was a big project, bro. We really worked on this project. We paid for it, everything outright. I think we have like a little balance left, but we paid everything outright for the project. And it was promised to be delivered at a certain time. It still is not delivered at this time because we had a plan to drop at a specific time. So it set Kimboy's whole thing back heavy. The guy's acting like he's doing us a favor.
Even though you've paid him up front,
We paid him everything, or like 90% of the thing. We paid him up front. You know, we came correct on our side, contract signed and everything.
That's crazy.
And he's just giving us excuses, so he's treating us like
what's the plan in such a situation? What's the strategy? How are we fixing that? As business people.
There's a way we're gonna fix that, but we're not gonna disclose.
That sounds threatening.
I'm not threatening, I'm making promises. I'm making promises.
Okay, Suge Knight.
No, legit, bro. Like, I promise something's gonna happen about that situation.
Hey, if you ever hear about a producer disappearing, it wasn't him.
No, it wasn't me. I don't make people disappear, bro. You know.
Okay.
But I will deal with it how we plan to deal with it, you know.
All right, all the best with
And
that,
we're not
man.
gonna hurt anybody.
And when you do deal with it, please come back and let us know, because that feels like a common music artist business challenge.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So we're very interested to find out how you dealt with that.
Yeah. But I'd like to start dealing with it here first, you know. And this is just for upcoming artists. You know, as upcoming artists, the serious ones, they invest in their stuff, you know. Like how we invested in this tape. We pay for it, we're working for it, you know, we're hustling wherever we need to hustle. And I just want to prevent any artist who's like that to go through the same channels. Because this guy hasn't done it to us only, you know. So I'm gonna say his name. I'm gonna put him on blast here. That's the first step.
Go for it. This is a non-judgmental platform.
All right. I feel like people deserve to know. Like, yeah, you can go in business with this guy, but just know that this guy has done this to me and other guys.
For sure.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's just, you know. Hopefully this also helps him to do better. But anyway,
we'll send him this segment.
Yeah, we definitely. In fact, I'm gonna tag him too. But anyway, this producer's name is Doshi.
Who?
Doshi.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's been on the Big Hashes Productions.
Okay, yeah.
Very dope sound, bro. Talented, bro. Sound, talent, it's there. It's just the work ethic and the promise.
The professionalism.
The professionalism, bro.
Do you think
kills the whole vibe?
He's never had a job?
He's definitely never had. That nigga's definitely never had a job. I promise you.
Yo, Thabang.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Any last words before we wrap it up, dog? Any tips you wanna give to upcoming artists, free game as an artist manager? You know, any artists in the culture community or anyone else who might watch this?
For sure.
You know, anything you wanna give them that might make them feel a little empowered? You know?
Yeah. So right now I'm here at the culture. You know, it's let this gang artists doing their thing. I'd reach out to the the big labels first, the staples, the funders, the investors. Yo, invest in the artists and their ideas and their businesses and their teams. You'll be surprised what we can do. Yeah, you might catch a couple of L's, but out of that 10, you'll catch a different 1W.
For sure.
Invest in us, we got great ideas.
So you want to encourage big business to take more chances?
100%. I would like to encourage the big businesses to do that. If I'm encouraging artists, I'll say that they must keep producing, keep multiplying, stay fruitful, you know, replenish, subdue. These things are in the Bible too, you know. I'm telling you things from creation. Keep doing that, you will pop.
Yeah.
No matter what KO says, you will pop. And last and final thing I want to say.
That's the word of the day. Don't listen to KO.
Yeah, nah.
Listen to his music. Just
Listen to his music.
That's not his
Don't
podcast.
artists. Don't listen to what he, but anyway. Last thing I'd say is shout out to the culture. You know, shout out to the culture. Shout out for having me, my brother.
No, thank you, bro.
I know I presented this idea to my brother here, and you didn't even hesitate to be like, yo, let's do this thing.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you for that.
No, it's a pleasure, man. You know, the culture is a platform for people who have anything to say. You know, it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. You know what I'm saying? So thank you also for pulling up, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say, we want to start doing this music business lab version of the Culture Podcast where we discuss the music business. So
sure.
if you're watching, if you're listening, and you enjoyed the conversation, please give us a comment in the comments and let us know if we must do it like once a month, you know,
For sure.
we'll put more effort to discuss music business topics and trends, right?
For sure.
Yeah, so please let us
And
know.
we well plugged to the other music gens.
And yeah, we got
And
people
these guys
in
are
the
doing
game.
great things for young guys.
Yeah, shout out to the Thinking Cap.
And one last thing, shout out to Black Jew Entertainment.
Of course.
You know, that's our key to success and wealth, and you know, shout out to Black Jew Entertainment.
Yeah. It's the Culture Podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Peace.